League Baseball on the show for you now as we present coverage from the AAA East. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Buffalo Bisons and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Rail Rider.
Tyler Gilbert is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go.
So now here is Lance Lacey looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat.
Lacey.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time.
He's set. Here it comes.
Nope. That's inside.
Hannock at third with 2 away.
Hey, get your pitch. Big out right now, huh, kid?
2-0 now.
Let's go right here. Yeah.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Come on. Let it fly right here. See it driving. Let's go. Right here.
And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. So now into the box is Lance Lacey. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here it comes. Skied down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Leading up for the Rail Riders.
Standing in now, Lance Lacey.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Come on, baby. See it up. Drive it.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
And they'll just waste one there. 1-2.
Hey, drive it deep, big dog. Here we go.
The pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Buffalo rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of Minor League Baseball. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Buffalo Bisons and the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Lance Lacey starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
So here is Forrest Wall, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1.
First pitch, 305.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Hey, I know it's early on in the game, but when a third pitch like that is called for a ball, it looks like that tight zone's going to be awfully small today.
Ball even at 2-2. Swinging a ground ball for the second baseman, Panic. Scooped up, and that's out number 1. We'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day, those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Gotta find a way to scratch a few across early.
Number 30 is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. And now here is Alex Dickerson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Second inning set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Cameron Maben.
The center fielder, Cameron Maben.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. LoCastro patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Now to the plate, here is Jason Bossler, who's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Panic trying to get there. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Way to battle right there. Hey, guys, that wasn't a bad pitch. And executed off the plate. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offensive player right there. Stayed inside the baseball and was able to get a knock.
Batting fifth.
So now to the plate, Miguel Geraldo. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2.
Hey, one away.
Heading out towards shallow right. Demerit will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Digging in next, Will Robertson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Nope.
Unable to find the zone with the slider.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
The runner, come home.
The tying run comes all the way around from first to score.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Into the box now, Gabriel Moreno, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. So now to the plate, JT Riddle, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Up and away to start the inning, it's 1-0.
Count 1-0.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. High in the air down the right field line. And Demerit will be there to make the play for the first out. Now at the plate, Forrest Wall. He bounced out last time up. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third. So stepping in is number 30. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Center fielder coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-2. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
I got 3-2.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Castro is underneath this one, and he puts it away for the first down. Here's Cameron Maben now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making him 0 for 1 so far. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Fouled away. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Able to squeeze this one is Panic, and there are 2 away now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Jason Vossler. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. He singled in his first AB. Drilled right back up the middle. It's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Miguel Geraldo. He swings and grounds it to short. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now. To the plate now, Will Robertson. He will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. And it's fouled away. Vossler on second. Geraldo on at first with 2 down. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And now it'll be the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Swing and a shot toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's the first pitch to him. JT Riddle comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Forrest Wall.
Designated hitter.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Did get the call there, but you can't let that bother you. You just have to say, so what? Make another good pitch.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases.
Hey, eat it. Got it right there.
And now They'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings. But now all of a sudden, they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
At the plate now, number 30. And he popped him up. Velasquez into shallow left. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Stepping up is Alex Dickerson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Alex Dickerson.
A high fastball is in there.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So 1 away now, and here's Cameron Maybin. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Here we go.
Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Lamb is under it, 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now batting.
Now here's the first offering. Jason Vossler is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch to.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Scranton leads it 2-1. Striding in is Miguel Geraldo. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
A ball and a strike. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. And he can't get to it as it bounces over the wall for a ground rule double, and the tying run will be in scoring position.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes. They worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. Scranton Wilkes-Barre used a nice...
This is a pitching prospect whose start is definitely on the rise. You can bet the organization is taking note of all his good outings lately. Jenny Finch is with us. Jenny, what's your read on this guy?
He's brilliant.
Sometimes dreams do come true. This player is about to get the chance that millions only dream of. The chance to see if he's got what it takes to make it in the show.
And it's got to be so exciting for him as it is for every young player who gets the call for that very first time. Case, you've been there. You know what it's like. What is your memory of being called up to the majors for the first time?
Greatest moment of my life. I mean, really, like, I remember I just hit the home run to win the AAA championship in Buffalo. And it was just, that was unbelievable in itself. And I came in the clubhouse afterwards, and Mark Shapiro at the time was the minor league director. Brian Graham was the coach. And they said, hey, congratulations, Case, that's awesome. I'm like, oh, it's so great. You know, we're popping the champagne. I'm getting ready to go home the next day. And next thing you know, they're like, you're getting called up to the big leagues tomorrow. Your season's not over. You're going to meet the team in Chicago. And I remember running out to get on a payphone because there's no cell phones. And I called my mom and dad and said, Dad, Mom, I just hit a home run to win the AAA championship, and I just got called to the big leagues in a matter of like 15 minutes, you know? And so it was one of those things where it's the dream's coming true.
Right.
Like all those hours of hitting, all the time putting in, all the weights, all the stuff that you did, that dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call or the one moment you get called up. So, you know, for me, it's mind-boggling. It's one of the greatest moments of my life.
Case, that is a great story. Thanks for sharing, and thanks for giving us a little bit of insight into what this young man is probably feeling like right now.
A pitching coach checks in with a member of his staff.
Baseball from the Big Apple. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as we get set for a pretty hotly anticipated Major League debut on the mound, Dan.
Yeah, you know what, man? This organization's been waiting for this guy for a long time. It'll be interesting to see early on if he's affected by any nerves. You never know what kind of start you're going to get from a guy in his debut. But from the word we've heard, this guy pounds the strike zone. And if he does that, his stuff should take care of it.
Leading off the afternoon for Seattle, the shortstop, Johnny Walton.
Here we go, guys.
Here's the pitch. Johnny Walton is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 107.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sunshine starting to break through a bit after a cloudy morning. 57 degrees here at game time. One and two now as that one's fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact. And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitcher throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Next for Seattle, Caleb Hamilton comes into this one with just 1 hit in 9 tries for the series. First pitch on the way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Ready with the 0-1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Walton aboard here at first with nobody out. Comes back with a good slider there, and it's full 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So here now is Ty France. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
Ty France.
0-1, here's the pitch.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. None out, runners at first and second. Fouled off.
strikeouts now.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Mitch Haniger comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Next, it'll be Kyle Lewis. He's driven in 3 runs on 3 hits so far in the series.
Kyle Lewis.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Taken, strike 2 called, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get. And that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
A payoff pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Now to the plate, Abraham Toro. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at bat at a time.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lacy is making his debut on the mound today, as we've mentioned. This performance in this one could be a good barometer as to whether he's ready to deal with major league hitters at this point in his career.
There's no doubt about it, man. I think they're looking for a shot in the arm. If this guy can produce the same kind of results early on like he did through his minor league career, I don't see any reason why he can't be a very important part of this starting rotation.
A ball and a strike now. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Grounded weakly toward third. Reined in. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Dom Thompson-Williams stands in as he looks at a called strike. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Lacey has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that doesn't.
Frazier will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Next, here is Brian O'Keefe. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series.
Hey, let's turn it. Play for 2.
First pitch on the way. Toro, base runner at first with 1 out. Runner goes. Pitch is high. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base pass so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Voit in foul ground, and the inning is over. None left for Seattle. They trail here 4-0. Now it'll be Dylan Moore. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Third inning starts with a slider that's looked at here for ball 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Hey, no one down here.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes now.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
The 2-2. Waiting inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Hey, we got no one.
Now batting, shortstop, Johnny.
At the plate, Donnie Walton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He worked the walk to open up the ball game. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Stanton. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. So next to hit is Caleb Hamilton. Worked a walk his first time up, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Wade is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Next up, Ty France struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. The 1-1 home.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
This is skied into short left center. Stanton coming on. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mariners leave one. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here comes another 0-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Next to hit is Kyle Lewis.
The center fielder, Kyle Lewis.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
There we got one.
The 2-2 one more time. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Sent all on the ground out to second. Torres picks it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now at the plate here is Abraham Torres. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
That elevated fastball right there. That is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. 2 out, nobody on. Bounce to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They still find themselves down 6-0. Luis Severino, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 40, Luis.
A 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
6-0 the final shutout score today. The Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Luis Severino gets the win in relief, his second of the year. James Paxton struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Michael King takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee.
Well, it looks like, for the moment, that his two-way experiment has come to a close. They've decided to call him up to the majors exclusively as a pitcher. Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline is here. Jim, do you think this means the experiment was doomed from the start?
No, I really don't. I don't think it's so much ended as it's put on pause. You know, well, look, when you're in the big leagues, your goal, unless you're in a total rebuilding mode, is to win games. What can you do to win games? And right now, they need a pitcher. And that's why they've asked him to come up and be a pitcher. And as great as he's played as a two-way player, being a two-way guy is difficult. And the big leagues are another step up. And to do both at the same time when you're breaking the big leagues would be hard. Right now, they need him on the mound to win games. So let's focus on that. Look, we know this guy can hit. We know the bat's good. We know he can do a lot of things as a position player. This doesn't mean that's over. It's just you'll pitch for now. And then a little further down the road, once you get established as a pitcher, we can revisit that again. So I don't think it was doomed.